Well, good for you, though, because this week is your chance to explore the great big sky after dark when you don't have to turn the lights on.
Today's community sponsor, Champaign County Forest Preserve District. We have Lisa Sprinkle with us, and I had to look up what this Dark Sky Week was, because I had heard about it, but I didn't know the specifics. So why don't you tell us?
Yes, it's the International Dark Sky Week. It started in 2003, and it started as a way to be able to draw attention to light pollution and simple solutions that can help people to mitigate those problems.
So you knew exactly what that graphic was before.
Well, I've seen it a couple times.
So the idea is we all turn our lights off and then enjoy the night sky during this week without all the extra light.
Partly. I mean, part of it is also, yes, it's doing that. Like right now, 30% of outdoor lighting is wasted. So basically, the way that you have it, the way you have places lit just goes up into the atmosphere. So that wastes like 21 million tons of carbon dioxide, which to offset that would take planting 875 million trees.
Wow.
So it's quite a bit. 30%.
I couldn't plant nearly that many.
So one of the things that they're doing for International Dark Skies likes to do is to talk about how you can, change your light bulbs and have changers so that you shield them down and you use a lighter, less watt bulb, but that you only do that when it's needed. You only light places when it's needed, and you're lighting it better rather than letting it go out into the atmosphere.
Huh.
So up lights on trees, for example, that light's just sort of dissipating in the atmosphere as opposed to...
Yes, it's really doing nothing. And it's also...
But it looks pretty.
That looks so nice.
You can see the trees, yes, but then it's also causing, like, for safety issues, if you have light that goes up and out, it actually causes more shadows and more places where people could be hiding. So
lurking.
if you're using as Dark Sky likes, to have the shielded down-facing lights, it's a lot easier to spot if there's somebody around or things like that.
Yeah,
something new every day.
You may want to be spotting some of the wildlife also that's lurking out in your backyard.
Well, of course you want to see the wildlife, but you also see the stars. I mean, that's one thing. But, so light for wildlife, they really depend. They use the night for feeding or for, hiding from predators. A lot of birds or butterflies, things like that, they'll use the light for mating, or fireflies have the courtship, so you have to have the light for their courtship. Or it has to be dark so their light will shine.
It's our own built-in little candle.
Exactly.
Carry them with them.
Birds use the sky for navigation, or birds are also attracted to light. So if you have a lighted building, the birds will circle around that or fly into it, and that's how millions of birds are killed a year, is by going into the windows because of the lights. So there's just a lot of things to think about as to how, the world was set up to have these rhythms of night and day.
So would you say that it's sort of like as much light as necessary, but as little light as possible? Is that kind of the theme here for around your house? All right.
So we have, and if you ever have come out to Middle Fork was designated in November as Illinois' first and only dark sky park. So we're very excited about that. We have... if you come out there, you're going to see a million more stars than you see here. You think you can see stars here, but you'll be very, very surprised.
And what does it take to get that designation? Just the fact that you don't have any lights on there at night?
No, we had to go through quite a process, an application process. I think our application was over 100 pages, just showing that we are dedicated to education and educating people about why dark skies are important, and like I said, some of the things about the safety and the light pollution and how it affects wildlife and nature. We are using that and adding that into a lot of our programming that we do. So that we can educate the public about that and help to teach people what they can do and how they can make a difference.
And you've got an upcoming program, yes?
Yes, we do. We have 2 upcoming programs. We have one next week on the 13th, which is Discover the Night Sky, which it's at Middle Fork, obviously, and it is just for coming out and learning about light pollution in the night sky. But then on June 1st, we're going to have our big Celebrate the Stars, which will be our celebration for becoming a designated International Dark Sky Park. And we will have We'll have food trucks and activities and a dedication and lots of fun things. So you should come out and enjoy it.
Well, of course we should. Thank you so much.
Appreciate
And
you being here.
congratulations. That is a big award. We'll connect you over on CI Living's Facebook page on how you can celebrate the stars. And how did you put it?
As little light as possible, as much light as necessary,
Yes,
something like that.
Something like that.